OnePlus is back. And this time it is the OnePlus Nord 5. We all love OnePlus, don't we? It gives us that flagship killer feel with just the right touch of innovation. But do we love the new OnePlus Nord 5? Well, let me tell you one thing. This could be the most balanced phone under 35,000 rupees. I'll tell you why, but first let me take you to the studio. Guys and girls, the aluminum body is completely gone. But to be honest, this one is looking much better than the OnePlus Nord 4. Now you get a plastic build and frosted glass on the back, but unfortunately there's no protection on the back. So be careful that you don't drop it on a hard surface. Rest, you get Gorilla Glass 7i on the front along with IP65 rating. But look wise, this phone feels premium. And not just that, it is also comfortable to carry around in your hands or in your pockets. And one big change happened. The plus key. We got this button on the OnePlus 13s, and now the Nord 5 also features the plus key, replacing the signature alert slider from the Nord 4. With this button, you can access a lot of different actions like Mindspace, which helps you know everything about the content on your screen with just one tap. Alright, moving on to the display now, and this is the strongest suit for the OnePlus Nord 5. It carries a big 6.83-inch 1.5K AMOLED display that supports up to 144Hz refresh rate. With this, things stay smooth without using too much battery. To this, add 1560 nits of peak brightness on auto mode. You can comfortably use it both indoors and under direct sunlight. The best part is color accuracy. In fact, this is the most color accurate display that I have ever tested. In Calman testing, the Nord 5's natural profile delivered an average delta E of just 0.6, which is frankly phenomenal. Visually, I really enjoyed the display. It is vibrant, has good details, and does not artificially saturate it. Ultimately, this is not just a good for the price panel, it is a good display. Period. Now, performance is where the Nord 4 particularly faces tough competition, especially from the Poco F7 and iQOO Neo 10. It runs on the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 chipset, which is a good upgrade from the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 on Nord 4, but slightly reduction from the Snapdragon 8s Gen 4 chip found on the Poco F7 and iQOO Neo 10. If we talk about benchmark scores, it scored just under 1.5 million on AnTuTu, which is significantly less than its other two performance-centric competitors. But yes, it is a good jump compared to its predecessor. And even in Geekbench, it tried to keep up with the Poco F7 but still couldn't beat it, whereas Neo 10 clearly won here. So the conclusion is, yes, this is not the most powerful smartphone in the segment, but it does have enough power for you to play games, scroll social media, and do all your daily tasks. But can it maintain consistency, or does it heat up? In our 15-minute stress test, first 10 minutes worked great. But then its performance dipped right after 10 minutes and we noticed slight throttling as well. I mean, not the most powerful phone is fine, but maintaining that rest of the power is even more important. Though it doesn't heat up after extended use, which is a great advantage of a large vapor chamber. But in gaming, this phone comes up like a dolphin. Out of nowhere and ahead of the pack, the F7, Neo 10, Nord 4 left behind. One major reason is its 144 FPS support. In our gaming session, we recorded an average of 142.9 FPS with 99.9% smoothness. I mean, this is the peak of mobile gaming. Period. So my observations say it is not the most powerful phone in the segment, but it might just be the most well-rounded phone in this price. And oh, well, that balanced performance is accompanied by a smooth UI. Smooth UI experience with Oxygen OS 15. If you compare it with the rest of the Android UI skin, it is one of the cleaner and good looking UI skins out there. You get cool animations, smooth experience, and there is not too much bloatware either. And you also get a few AI features, and the most highlighted one is Mindspace that I told you about earlier. So cameras, we again get a 50 megapixel main camera along with an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, but on the front we have a 50 megapixel selfie shooter this time, and the camera does a decent job. My colleague Siddharth went to Vietnam with this phone recently, and here's how it went. With the main camera, the shots that Nord 5 captures in bright light are sharp with excellent contrast and dynamic range. Colors lean slightly warm but stay natural and balanced even in tricky compositions with the sky. The ultra wide lens is also quite capable. While there is a slight loss of detail at the edges, it is still very usable for landscapes and group shots. And portrait, it delivers pleasing depth, especially with the 48mm zoom. Edge detection can miss finer details like stray hair, but overall results look great. And oh, I also love the 50 megapixel selfie shooter. It captures crisp, well-lit selfies with slightly warm skin tones that I really don't mind for this price. Even indoor shots turn out great. The OnePlus Nord 5 has a 6800 mAh battery, the biggest battery we have seen on a Nord phone. Meaning, again, a significant upgrade over the OnePlus Nord 4. On a PCMark battery life test, this phone lasted for 15 hours and 35 minutes, which is not bad at all. In daily use, this screen time is decent. You can easily stretch the phone for a day and a half on moderate use. You even get 80 watt of fast charging support, which charges 0 to 100% in about an hour, which is again decent considering it packs such a huge battery. Now the most important question, what do we think about this phone? So the Nord 5 is not the most powerful phone, not the most innovative phone in the segment, but it does hit a sweet spot for users who want balanced experience, semi-premium design, smooth software, accurate display, great gaming, excellent camera performance and everyday reliability. In short, this one is a well-rounded mid-ranger that finally checks the design box that Nord 4 missed. So what do you think about this phone? Let me know in the comments and follow us for more such content. Bye.